ahead and drop down into our intraday time frame and look at what price had a going zone. All right, so looking at a 60-minute chart, as we said, we opened up here. We had a huge gap down on Monday, right? We traded down into the daily fair value gap from August 2025, August 12th, 2025. Also, the bullish breaker that we said was nested inside of a bullish mitigation block had the massive rally, came up there, got the bullish break in market structure on the intraday time frame. Right, once we got the bullish break in market structure, remember what we said about the inefficiencies as opposed to the fair value gaps, right? Remember we said that when price is moving, you want to look for the areas that are inefficiently, that's not efficiently delivered, or, you know what I'm saying, not efficiently delivered, right? And we said as price was coming down here, right, this area here, right, we had officially delivered because we had sell side delivery, buy side delivery, right? And then we started to trade outside of that area there, retrace back up to a premium of this range here, traded outside of that area, right, traded back up, right, consolidated there a little bit, traded down, and once we trade, like, this is just a continuous move down, right? We got a sell side imbalance, but as we're going down in that fashion. But once we got here, right, we got all of this right here is we got sell side and buy side delivery from top to bottom. Sell side and buy side delivery from top to bottom there. Sell side and buy side delivery from top to bottom there. Sell side and buy side delivery from top to bottom there. And then we cut through this entire area like a knife going through butter. So where's the area that are lacking or got some kind of inefficiency of delivery in it, right? When we said from here up, right? So from here up, right, after we cut through it, now we're offering the buy side delivery over this whole full sweep, right? We were stair stepping down, but once we came here, we offered the buy side delivery in this one full sweep. So then when price started coming back down, right, where did it stop at? It stopped right here on top of this balanced price range there, where we offer buy side, sell side from top to bottom, buy side, sell side from top to bottom, buy side, sell side from top to bottom. So all of this balanced price range right there, when we talked about it, we said if price pulled back into a discount of this huge range, right, we want to see this area right here firm up and offer support, right? And what has price done? Price has come down to that area right there, firmed up, and it's offering support, right? Traded down into that SIBI there. We have this, there's weird price action going on right there, but we traded down into we just say this balanced price range right here, right? So if you look here, right, we got a balanced price range right there, right? Zoom in on it, right? Come down just below consequent encroachment of that balanced price range right there, right? Rally back up, come back down, kiss it right here, institutional order flow entry drill into it, right? Then we rally up, right? And now we're in this big holding pattern that's right there inside this daily volume imbalance that we borrowed from the continuous chart, right? We came down, right, into the order block, right? Now that we're below consequent encroachment of that volume imbalance, if you look here, we was above consequent encroachment for the most part, working this BISI right there, right? Was working this BISI right here. If we include the volume imbalance there, right, that's the BISI that was working there, right? Coming back and forth, traded up, created relative equal highs, right? Coming down, still working that BISI, staying respecting consequent encroachment, we wick down into the order block, right? Trade back up, still stand above consequent encroachment of that BISI, right? Then we get down below consequent encroachment of that BISI, right? Come down, take out that low, right? This is coming into today's price action. Let's chop that off because we just want to look at where we stopped at, right? So that's what we stopped at on today's price action. Well, yesterday, but y'all know what I'm saying. That's what we stopped at on today's price action there, right? Coming down into the order block and closing right there around consequent encroachment of that BISI right there, right? So price is, not only are we here at equilibrium, right? Came down right around equilibrium, respecting the balanced price range of all of this, respecting that balanced price range, right? As far as when we came down there, and then respecting our new week opening gap, right? Right there at equilibrium. And then we come back up to another level of fair value. What is that? Consequent encroachment of our higher time frame PD array, right? And we're just there engineering liquidity, right? Not giving you any clue as to if you want to blast off or drop, right? We're still in a sell program, right? We're still in the sell program, but it's not giving us any indication of what it wants to do, right? So here we are, our overall range from last week, right? This is our latest expansion from our sale program that we're inside right now, right? We came back up to a premium, got a bullish break in market structure, traded up into a premium. So on the intraday time frame here, you're getting a bullish break in market structure, but not but on that, you come back to a premium, right? You come back to a premium after extending your sale program, but right, these premium PD arrays, after sweeping this liquidity, is not taking us down to extend the dealing range. All right, remember we said when you're looking at, right, PD arrays, right, when you're looking at PD arrays in the discount and the premium, they have a job to do. Their job is to act as resistance or support, and then their second job is to send price to a destination in accordance with that buy or sell program. So in accordance with this sell program, right, price has come down, right, extended the sell program, traded back up, extended the sell program, traded back up, but now it's not extending the sell program, right? We're sitting here consolidating, right, respecting the balanced price range and respecting discount PD arrays, right? Does that mean we're going to take off? No. Does that mean we're going to tank? No. That just means that we're sitting at an area of accumulation in the sense of accumulating liquidity, right? And you would just look for signatures to say, hey, what are we doing, right? Because coming here, right, like we said, once we took out that low, price should have continued down, right? But it's not. So since it don't want to continue down, if we come back up and take out this high, right, then we could say this right here was our smart money reversal, and this right here, right, we can look at this here as, you can, since we're accumulating there, we'll just look at it as first stage accumulation, right? Since we're over here accumulating, if we come back up and take out that high, right, smart money reversal, we take out that high, first stage accumulation, and then you will be looking for us to deliver above that high right there to complete that small market maker buy model. Okay, but if we don't come up and take out this high, right, and we start to break down, you will want to see all of these PD arrays we've been using as support here to act as resistance to continue to push us down inside this sell program. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more days of trading left in this month, right? We talked about this before. We're coming to the end of a month, right? Are we going to, let's jump up to the monthly chart real quick, right? How are we going to end this month, right? Looking at this month in the sense of the power of 3, all right? So in the sense of the power of 3, we opened the month here, opened the month there, we traded up and we made a high up to that point, right? We traded down, we made a low up to that point, and now we're coming off the low, right? And let's just say if we just close here in the same spot as we are at the end of the month, right? And that would give us our monthly candle right there, by opening, make a high, make a low, and then closing off of the low, right, going into the end of the month. Or will we just continue to bleed down and close even lower, right? Most of the time when the candle get ready to come to a close, we get some type of pullback off of the low or the high. Not saying it has to, but we haven't had any super bearish momentum where it's just flushing that would give you the indication of, oh yeah, we're just gonna flush and close down here right on the low or below the low, right? We've been down here respecting discount PD arrays, showing the sign that it wants to, give some type of retracement and close up off of that low to finish out that monthly candle. All right. But for right now, we're just stuck in this range where you just want to play the intraday time frames in accordance to the higher time frame PD arrays, like this daily volume imbalance, your new week opening gap, this balanced price range. This is an intraday time PD array, but where is that? That's down here in the discount of our move, right? Right where we wanted. We talked about this when price was over here. We said we do not want to see price rally off of this SIBI from 9 a.m. on Friday, or this SIBI from 5 a.m. on Friday. We said we don't want to see price rally from there because that's not giving price an opportunity to come back into a discount before the rally, right? And so those areas, right, gave way to let price come down to a discount. Now it's made it back down into a discount of the range, and now it's showing a healthy respect for our discount PD arrays, even though we're still sitting here consolidating and engineering liquidity. All right, y'all got anything for me? Y'all do me a favor, man, hit a like for the algorithm, and if you ain't subscribed to the channel, you know what I'm gonna say, do. Push the button.